Hey, this is Sky. Welcome to my YouTube channel. It's bright and early, daily discipline, mind, body, and soul. This is how we get through. Hope you guys are grinding forward. It's Sunday. Let's jump into our study group for warriors. For my hardcore heads, some of you guys are still sleeping. Who cares? We don't need you. Some of us are up, even on a Sunday, up bright and early, doing it, grinding forward, doing what we got to do. So let's just jump into it. You know, there's some people out there that all they do is cause dissension between brothers. That's all they do. And they don't have any evidence to prove any kind of case, but all they do is run their mouths about conspiracies and blame and pointing the finger, and they have nothing to back any of it up, but they perpetuate this crap. You have journalists doing it. You have people on social media doing it. You might be doing it. Are you causing dissension between the brothers? Between people in your family, people in your community, people in your neighborhood, people at the gym, people in your office. If you're one of these little gossipy, know-nothing, conspiracy theorist idiots who likes to talk about other people, you're literally the problem with society. What do you do if you're depressed? This is the next one. You're depressed? Some of you might be. Well, I strongly suggest that you get on a mind, body, and soul program, daily discipline, lifestyle management. I strongly suggest that if you've been depressed for more than 18 months, that you seek help. You're not going to get out of it on your own. It's already been 18 months or more, 10 years. How long has it been for you? You're not going to get out of it on your own. This has become your new normal, and that's not healthy. So you need to seek help. You could build some relationships in your life, try to have love, try to have friends, acquaintances, some interaction, get a pet if you can. Try to conquer your addictions and your vices. Try to create some stability, emotional stability, financial stability, just stability in general. Find yourself a purpose and a meaning, a reason to get up every single day. So when you get up, you have something to do, something to grind forward towards. Let's move on. You know, I had seen people be successful in their lives, people around me, and I wasn't. And I ignored it for a pretty long time, but eventually I decided, okay, I'm just going to pick a successful model and do that. Rather than trying to create my own way, like when you're walking along a path in the woods, you could just go off into the thick brush, hack yourself a new path. You don't know where it's going to go and you don't know what's going to happen. And sometimes that works out and sometimes it doesn't. But if you want to guarantee yourself a good time out there hiking around, you could stay on the path and you could pick paths that have signs and that have already been hacked through. You don't need to be the adventurer who breaks new ground when it comes to your own mental health. Or when it comes to your own success. You could pick a successful model that other people have done and do that. So that's what I did. Because I tried for a long time to pick an ideological fantasy, and then all it led me to was this kind of supervillain mentality because it didn't work out, and you end up just destroying the world. No, I saw people doing it, making moves, being successful, having a life that I wanted. I decided I'm going to do what they're doing. Makes sense, right? Bottom line with this is I had been running or avoiding the path to greatness for a long time, playing games. Let's move to the next one. Many of you know that, because I talk about it, I used to be a big-time liberal. I was the king of the liberals. I was the most liberal dude you can imagine. And I was for decades. I was raised by crazy, dirty hippies, lived in communes and school buses and all kinds of stuff. I mean, people think I got some kind of fake name, YouTube name. This is my real name. That's what happens when you have hippie parents. They name you something stupid. You think if I had a nickname, it would be Sky? I'd pick something cool, man. Something tough. Not a stripper name. No, liberalism made me weak. Being a liberal was a mind virus. It made me fragile. It made me overly emotional. It made me reactionary. It made me self-righteous. It made me preachy, narcissistic, self-absorbed. It made me depressed, continually depressed, always depressed, and over-identifying with trauma, victimization. It made me immature. It made me a weak child of a man who refused to grow up. Peter Pan syndrome. Liberalism made me against having children, against marriage, against any kind of spirituality or religion. It left me shallow, hollow, depressed, and chasing vice in order to get through each day. I'm glad I'm not a liberal anymore. People ask what happened to me. I saved my life is what happened to me. You can read the Bible if you want. Go pick up Matthew 24, verse 13. It goes something like, because of the increase of wickedness, most will grow cold, but he who endures to the end will be saved. Something like that. I wrote it down, but I couldn't really read my handwriting. You got to carry your cross one step at a time. Be holy. You got to repent every day. You sin every day. Repent every day. Be grateful. Be strong. Be strong in your faith. Be strong in your love. God is love. The devil is fear. You give up on love, you just bought yourself a ticket to hell. You know, a lot of us do this. This is the next one. We blame God for our failures, and we cry that we've been forsaken and forgotten, right? I think everybody's done that. The fallen angel syndrome, and you shake your fists up to God. But then when things work out for you, you take all the credit for it, right? You pat yourself on the back and say, I did that. This is the spoiled child syndrome. That's what that is. You know, that same type of person will probably demand entry into heaven. They'll go full Karen mode up there, pounding their fist on the podium, saying, I'm a good person, damn it. I did everything you said. Let me in. Push your way in. I'm coming in. Ain't nobody stopping me. Is that what you're going to do? Here goes some advice for those of you who are raising boys. Raising children, 3 boys, 4 boys, 17 boys. Buy you a box of condoms for Christmas. Don't be above spankings. 3 spankings. You don't just give 1, you give 3. They get 3 spankings for disrespecting their mother. They should never disrespect their mother. If they disrespect their mother, 3 spankings. Fighting is unacceptable. You catch your boys fighting each other, 3 spankings for each. It doesn't matter who did it, who started it, doesn't matter, I don't want to hear it. 3 spankings each for fighting. Now this goes without saying, but I'll say it anyways. They must honor their father. They honor their mother and their father, not just their mother. And if they don't, if they disrespect you, 3 spankings. If they break anything in the house, anything at all, if they break anything, if they break stuff in your house, 3 spankings, period. Be careful. Oh, you didn't mean it? Be careful next time then. You know what's coming if you break something in mind. I was going to read the prayer of the dead, but then I didn't research it. All I have written down in my notes is prayer for the dead. So maybe go look that up. You know, it's some real advice, and it hurts, but honestly, nobody cares what you did yesterday. It only matters what you did today. And some people like to really talk a lot about what they did yesterday. Nobody cares. The past doesn't exist. The past is a fantasy. It's gone. Water under the bridge. What you did yesterday means nothing. Oh, you did good yesterday. You did good. You're such a good person. Today you did nothing. Today you backslid. Today you were a jerk, but you did good yesterday, so what? You earned it. You don't have to do anything today because you did so good yesterday. You know, real men, put that in quotation marks because it's rather subjective to define what a real man is, but let's just say it anyways. Real men don't care about gossipy bullshit, right? Just get to work. Guy at your job leans over and wants to talk shit about the boss, wants to talk shit about that other guy. Just roll your eyes, keep your mouth shut, don't engage in it at all, no response. If he needs a response and he's like, "What, did you hear me?" or "What do you think?" you just tell that fool, "Get back to work." Some of you don't understand the power in failure, the lessons that you learn in failure. The winner is a naive fool, a lucky bastard who doesn't ever learn anything. He's not really all that strong. No, it's the failure who learns. I work out to failure every day. Every time I'm in the gym, I work out to failure. I'm not counting reps. I'm going till I can't do it anymore. I know what failure feels like. I fail every day. I'm a complete failure who fails forward, gets stronger. I use my failure to learn lessons. I use my failure to level up. In fact, I fail at most things. I'm a giant failure. I'm an expert. I'm an Olympic level failure. Gold medalist in failure. And still I grind. And I may never get there, and I may never be anything. I may never be shit. And people say, "Sky, you ain't shit." Maybe not, but when I die, God will know. This motherfucker who ain't shit, he'll know that I've been trying. I've been trying hard. Got a lot more pages. Let's see if we can get through one or two more. If you want to be interested in leveling up and you want to fix your life, I strongly encourage you, I say this a lot, get into the Mind, Body, and Soul program. I coach it, I mentor it, I live it. It's not something that I invented. I latched onto it and needed to save my life, and it absolutely did. And a lot of people have this same review of the program. So jump on it. And where do you begin? You say, "I don't even know where to start with the Mind, Body, and Soul program." Start with your body. That's where I started, working out. That was the first thing I did. I was still a delusional, crazy idiot. I was just working out every day. The wrinkles in those sheets will get smoothed out. You got to start somewhere. Start with exercise. That'll help you. That'll change your life. Here's some advice for you younger guys. I guess we'll just end it here. You're never going to have a perfect life. I hate to tell you. There's some things that you may never figure out, you may never accomplish. You will always have problems. There's always going to be a storm coming, always. It's never just going to even out and you're like, "Oh, well, I suffered through my 20s and 30s, but now everything's great." No, you're going to suffer until you die, my friend. So here's the advice. Get really good at solving problems and coping with issues. Get really good at going to sleep knowing that you still got more to do and there's always tomorrow, another day. Food for thought.